One, two, three.
Hello, Treasure Valley, and welcome back. And my next guest is the author of a very important book that can help both teens and adults in today's society with bullying. And my guest is Jennie Withers, I'm so sorry. Jennie Withers, and she's the author of Hey, Back Off, Tips for Stopping Teen Harassment. Jennie, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Okay, let's go right to it. Tell me about this book, because I know teen bullying is a big epidemic in today's society.
Right, I was a teacher here in Idaho for 16 years, and I definitely noticed the epidemic of bullying, and so I decided to partner with Phyllis Hendrickson, who is also my mother. She is a veteran counselor. She was a counselor in Burley for a lot of years. And what we did was we took our experience and we wrote from what I know to be the only comprehensive bullying book on the market for both teens and parents. We started with defining what bullying and harassment really is. We cover harassment law and the support system that is out there for teens and their parents who are dealing with bullying issues. And then we talk a lot about personality, because it is, if we had a society full of assertive personalities, bullying wouldn't be an issue. But what we have is we have passive people who are victims, and we have aggressive people who are bullies. And so we do a lot of teaching to personalities, and then we also just do some really down and dirty advice with this is how you deal with bullying situations.
I really like how you say it's for both teens and adults, because it is a family, it can, a family should deal with it together. I've had a lot of friends in high school who are bullied. I have friends who their kids have been bullied in school. And not all the time, not every time the kid knows how to approach their parents, about bullying, or the parent doesn't know what to look for in signs. Now, does it hit on all the topics for what parents need to look for?
Absolutely. It talks about what parents need to look for, and then what they can do, because a lot of times I think parents feel very powerless in this situation because it is happening at the schools or it's happening out in cyberspace. And so that kind of promotes this feeling of powerlessness and how do I help my child get through this situation. And it definitely, we talk about all of those situations. Both of us having been in the education system for a very long time, we know what needs to happen. Because there's a partnership that has to happen between schools and parents, because educators and schools cannot handle the problem on their own. And so this is about, how do you open up those lines of communication? How do you get your child the help that they need? Or if your child is the bully, how do you get because they need to experience consequences. Absolutely. How do you make that happen?
Now I want to talk on one topic real quick. When it comes to bullying, I mean, it's a big issue in today's society, which also can lead to teen suicide. Does Absolutely. It touch onto those topics of what to look for and how to deal with that if it's getting to that point?
Absolutely. We talk to parents about you really need to get to know your kid, and so that you can notice if there are changes in their behavior, changes in who they're hanging out with, changes in their routines. For example, we tell a lot of stories and give a lot of examples, and one of them was I had a student and she loved to play hockey. And she was being bullied horribly by this boy who was, he would question her sexuality. He would get other people to physically bully her. Yeah. And all of these things. Well, all of a sudden her parents started noticing that not only did she not want to come to school, but she didn't want to go play hockey anymore.
Exactly.
And so there was this big change in her life, and you absolutely have to look for those things.
Now we had to wrap up, and I would love to keep talking more and more about this because it's such a big importance, but tell Treasure Valley where we can look for your book.
It is all major outlets, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. If you want to find out more about me, and I come and speak to groups, things like that, heybackoff.com.
Perfect. Okay, Treasure Valley, there you go. You have it, and you make sure you do check out heybackoff.com, and it is never too late to change the situation that's happening in your house with teen bullying and parents. This is a very important book for you to pick up. Jenny, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.